Do 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 do. So, hello. How's it? It's your friendly neighborhood uh Genshin Impact player. I it's your friendly neighborhood Ganyu simp. Which I am so excited for Ganyu. I'm actually very excited for Ganyu. I am so excited for her. I actually wanted to talk about something. I actually had a topic for this video. There was another topic that was really thought of doing, but then I was like, nah, I'm just gonna ramble a lot of the time, which I usually do. But I'm gonna talk about something specific. Power creep. Power creep to a game. And I think power creep is inevitable. I really do think power creep is inevitable because at some point, like Mihoyo is gonna introduce a boss monster or creature that might be like so strong that even some characters that are old won't be able to defeat. And it's a gotcha game, it's one of those games, so yes, power creep is gonna happen at some point. But why do I not want it to happen right away? Or why do I want to avoid it as long as possible? Because you can avoid it as long as possible. We can go 3 years uh, into this game and still have power creep not be a thing. Okay? Because right now, the game's very easy. The game's very easy. I'm pretty sure any hard content that they put into the game, it's gonna be at least the characters in the game are to a point where most content is either uh basically super easy or freaking people have defeated floor 12 with like characters like Amber and uh Noelle and Lisa and Kaya, uh, which are they can all be good characters. I'm just saying their kits are a little bit weird. Noelle's a little different. Noelle's a little different of a case. I talked about in my how I would buff some of these characters. Like I said, I don't think any character is bad. I just think either their kit is boring or the kit needs a little help. Uh, and that's what I said. Okay. So one of my things on one of my things I wanted to say about that, why I don't want power creep into the game is because so gotcha games get harder. Gotcha games usually for a gotcha game to survive, it has to have a combination of really good content. Well, it has to have a combination of a content and waifus, a balance of content and waifus. I know I wouldn't be playing this game if they wouldn't update content, okay? If they wouldn't have events. Gacha gays survive on events and waifus. Those are the two things they survive on, like content and events, and that's how most games usually survive. But like Mihoyo can get by like 1 month. They go like, okay, we don't have any content for this month. We'll just put out a character. That's the type of thing. Uh, but I'm talking about something so completely different. I'm supposed to be talking about power creep. Power creep. Power creep is inevitable. I know this, but I don't want it to happen early. This game is barely a year old, and if any of you know gotcha games, usually power creep kind of comes in like maybe 3 years or 4 years into its run. Legitimately, uh, well, that's what the gotcha game I've played. I've been gotcha games where I've just has played but stopped playing. Um, so why do I say that? Why do I say I don't want power creep this early? Because power creep sucks this early. If we gonna get power creep this early, it will suck because then Mihoyo will have to put content scaled to the power creep they put into the game. And if the power creep is so high where other characters can't match that level, the game's pretty balanced. Besides like a few characters, every character can do good in this game. Like that is just a testament to how high quality most characters are. Uh I know all y'all child like mains love him. He does the most damage, blah blah blah, but like every other character can do basically what he does, like not to the level he does, but they can beat basically the same content built right. That is what I'm saying. The game is highly balanced, I would say, to the level where the content's pretty easy. But if we're even though people say that that like I will say, if you get bad teammates, this Ice Flower becomes hard. If you don't use the right team, the Ice Flower becomes hard. But like, even then, like, I still have basically no trouble fighting the Ice Flower, okay? To everybody who says the Ice Flower event Ice was hard, shut up. Shut up. When I saw the thing, I was like, yeah, this is pretty right. It has a decent, you know, I'm talking about shit. I'm talking about the community again. I'm talking about how much this community kind of sucks. I'm not gonna lie. The community. I gotta talk. I gotta talk about power creep. I keep rambling off. I keep rambling off, and it's like, oh no. Okay, so I was saying. Power creep this early in the game, there's either two things that are gonna happen. People who have the character, Zhongli, or I have one of the subscribers, one of my friends, they sent me like a spear, a leaked spear. So I'm not gonna say anything about it. I'm not gonna say its name. I'm not gonna talk about it. I'm just gonna say that he's like, from what it looked from that spear looked like it was overpowered, very overpowered, like to the point that it made like Zhongli do ridiculous damage, and the new fire chick do, you know, the new fire chick who's coming out in 1.3, I'm pretty sure. I think 1.3, I don't really know. That's coming out, like basically trivial and stuff like that is like power creep to insane levels. And like, my problem is either people who have the character is that makes the game like super easy, like 10 times easier, and which the game is already easy. I will not lie, the game is very easy. Besides like a few points, I think the first time, things like Child's boss fight was hard like the first time, but after, you know, you got to fight him and stuff like that, and after you learned his stuff, it was like, yeah, I like Child's boss fight, but he's not insanely difficult or anything. uh I will say, if you, oh, I don't have a bow character, frick. uh well, what am I basically saying from this? I don't want power creep. I really don't. I don't want to have to deal with oh, he's immune to physical damage. I don't want to have to no. So like I was saying, I'm going over the place because I'm fighting and also commentating at the same time, trying to get my points out. Well, I was saying, this game's not hard, so a lot of characters do make it trivial. If you have a Diluc, you have a Razor, you have a stuff like that, it still makes it very trivial. But I'm saying, like, if you put out a character that's like 10 times stronger, so you know how, I think, so I remember Tectone was like, oh, some of the beta people are saying Zhongli is doing more damage than a C6, than a C0 Zhongli was doing more damage than a C6 Child, which is insane, and I hope to God it's not actually in the game, because in no sense of a world should a main damage dealer be out, like, damaged by a tank. Zhongli is a support tank. He should not be out damaging Child, a DPS. In no sense of the world. I don't care how much people want him to be an absolute god main DPS. He is not supposed to be that. He is not that. So stuff like that. If that was in the game, uh, a C freaking six, a C0 Zhongli doing more damage than a C6 child. Do not see the problem with that. I'm pretty sure most rational people will see the problem with that. In no sense of the world should a character be like that strong. Like, either two options happen. Either basically the game to whoever has Zhongli becomes so easy that they just stop playing, or they scale content to like the strongest character in the game, and where you need the strongest character in the game to beat it. And that's where the problem lies. This game is extremely balanced, but they could make it where it's not. The game is balanced to a level where 4 stars and 5 star, you don't need 5 stars to beat the game. 5 stars are great, they are great characters, they're usually super great units, all 5 stars are great units. But there's no point in the game right now where you need a 5 star to beat the game or beat any content in the game. But if they start doing that, that's when the game starts becoming pay to win. You know, the thing where people, like there's a joke where, oh, you're pay to win. Well, when it's like, this game's not really pay to win. It's not in the slightest, but yeah. It's like, you're pay to win. I got Mona free to play, but it's like, then it would actually be pay to win. You want to beat this content? Shove some money or shove all your free to play items until you get this specific character that you need to beat it. Also, it's a 5 star, and it's one of those things like, that's awful. I would hate that. I would hate that if in the game wouldn't be fun. You would locking content behind a paywall like that, not just a paywall, it's not even DLC, it would be a chance to play the content. It's like, oh, you want to play the content, then well, then shove some money. And I know I might be like exaggerating or like, oh, you're crazy. There's no way Mihoyo would ever do that. But it's like, Zhongli's definitely gonna get nerfed. I hope to God Zhongli gets nerfed before he comes out, because the buffs are insane and the buffs are crazy, and the buffs are like, oh, basically make him the best character in the game. That's the buffs. That's the buff, and it's like, huh, why would you do that? It's not that necessary. And I don't care how much people bitch and moan. It's not. He's not bad in any way. I know I didn't want this to be another Zhongli video, but if we're talking about power creep, we gotta talk about his buffs and stuff, and like what that means for the game. And how people like in the beta, like I said, the beta is now finalized. Zhongli's, like, I hope. I would confirm that he's getting nerfed, but I would hope that he's getting nerfed before he comes out, because either the game becomes so easy that it doesn't matter. Like, bro, what's the point of using Razor if my Zhongli at C0 does more damage than a C6 child? Bro. All I would have to do is have just a team of Zhongli. That's all I would have. All I would need, just Zhongli, nobody else. Maybe a healer at most, but like at most Barbara to do some healing. But even then, Zhongli is gonna have so much health that would it even matter? Would it even matter? And I know I'm going to the extremes, like, oh, like, extreme. Zhongli does massive damage and stuff like that. I hope to. I'm hoping it get nerfed. I'm pretty sure he's gonna get nerfed. There's no way Mihoyo's been pretty good on like making so all the contents that they've shoved out is all like not casual but like first content, like beginner content, stuff like that. To do all of the quests they've put out, the highest I think you need to be to do like just story quest is probably AR 45, I'm pretty sure. I don't remember. What was Zhongli's one? It was 45, I'm pretty sure. AR 45. But that's like for new it's the new player experience, and that's what I'm saying. But like the moment they start putting into endgame, which they're probably going to do, they're a gacha game, they need to not only longevity in characters but longevity in content and like making sure their player base stays with them. Where's the flowers? I don't see a flower. Dang it. Oh look, there it is. So yeah, I was just, this is like a very mixed, this is just me talking about how power creep affects a game and stuff like that. Like power creep is so, like this early into a game, it's just awful. Because if any of you know how a gacha game is, so once a gacha game starts power creeping, then they'll start power creeping older characters. Usually any gacha game that wants to survive, once they start putting power creep, because the like a company knows when they start putting power creep into the game, they're like, okay, so we got to do something for all the characters who can't, all the people who can't like pull this new unit or something like that, because if we don't, they're just gonna leave. So they usually put like the best way is like easy A's in Dokkan. If you play Dragon Ball Dokkan Battle, easy A's, stuff like that. Basically making really old characters really good again, something like that. And like stuff like that is for a game that's like basically Dokkan's like 5 years old already. I think yeah, it's like 5 years old. And it has introduced power creep, but they have added a system where, hey, we've had this system and we put out free to play player characters. Like, yes, power creep doesn't mean the end of a like the game, but it would mean the end. It wouldn't mean the end of a gacha game. I don't think it would be the end of a gacha game if Mihoyo's smart. If Mihoyo's smart, they'll implement like a ton of new free to play characters. They'll release like a lot of free to characters for free. You know, that's what Dokkan does. They'll release actually really good free to play units. Look at how many eggs. They'll release really pretty good free to play characters that can do high level content, and that, like stuff like that shows that power creep won't kill a game. I'm just saying that this early into a game, like Dokkan's like 5 years old. Okay, Dokkan's like 5 year old. Let's look at a game like what is it called? The other Dragon Ball one that's 3D. I fucking forgot the name of it. That power creep happened really early on. I think it's like 2 years old already, but like it happened pretty early on. And also I don't take my sentences with a pinch of salt, and like because also that game is like competitive, so having a gacha game that's also competitive, like online competitive, where it's literally pay to win if you want to do this, something like that. That's basically what I just don't want this game to be either pay to win or, well, basically what people think a gacha game is, you know, like pay to win, scummy business practices, no content, all of it is just gambling. Which is, it is, it's some of it is. It's just like, it's just did I get hit by this? No. It is kinda is. It's just like That's just how a gacha game is. But like, but not every part of it's pay to win. Not even most. This game's not even pay to win. That's the point. This game's not pay to win. I I, I hate that. I hate that argument. Oh, Genshin's pay to win, and it really is not though. It really is not. I guess if you really want this character, then I guess it's pay to waifu. That's how it is. I think Giga said it best. It's pay to waifu, not pay to win. I don't want this. I don't want power creep because then it might lead to stuff like actually being pay to win. It might lead to points where we already have to buff characters extremely. Which I don't want yet. I don't want to have like an easy A system or an like make old characters strong again. I just want characters to be good. I want this game to be balanced most of the time. I want to know that anybody can pick up this game, roll a few times, and you know, get good characters. You know, like get good characters and know that they're not gonna just be screwed over because they didn't pull the one character they need for you know, like to do high level content. Bro, people still use just the main character, Amber and Lisa, Amber, Lisa, Kaya, or Zhang Lin and Barbara because they are free to play. Those two are free to play. You know, for the whole game, just because they like either like the characters or they just don't whale or not whale. They don't even play. You know, they don't gamble or something. Basically, in-game gambling. That's basically it. I know this was very ranty and very long, and I know it's very long. I'm gonna end it here because I don't want to keep talking. Final notes. Power creep's bad. I really don't want it in the game, and I hope Zhongli gets nerfed. That's basically what it is. Well, thank you guys for watching. I'll see you guys next time. Peace.